evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Haskins pass.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down.
Haskins back to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. It's no DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Haskins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Quinn, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. Evades the tackler and now some space. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Let me go.
Throwing now is Brady. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Gay on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins slings this deep for McLaurin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Complete.
A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards.
9-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Bryce Love, the ball.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Makes this rush.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The throw over the middle taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 at a first.
1-yard line.
Haskins will throw. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Catch is made, it's Harmon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Kelvin Harmon. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Montez Sweat brought him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the screen. 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 50.
Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Love. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now they'll throw with Brady. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Brady's pass.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Brady on target to Gronk. 1st down Buccaneers. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
26-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man has got one. It's complete.
That's good.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
On for the point after.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the Greek.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Washington on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they...
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run here with Singletary. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start the drive with Love here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well. He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
56, check 56. All day, every day, any day. Hey, Alabama.
Throwing again, Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
They will run with Singletary. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
It's 4th down.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, Brady. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Chris Godwin. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Brady now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Haskins looking deep for his and got his man complete. 20, 10, 5. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Love. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On 2nd and goal, Haskins weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Buccaneers 30, Washington 10. Matt Gay to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field.
Throwing again. Haskins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's got Evans. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
On 1st down, Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 12. Now Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete.
Brady.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And 10.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, here's Love. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Love on the handoff.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings
now it's Haskins.
At the 37-yard.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 32.
Give them 32 on the play.
Washington.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to land.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Haskins to throw it. Got an open man. It's Harmon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 25.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Throwing again. Here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Kelvin Harmon, his 1st touchdown on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Matt Gay for the Buccaneers field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
To throw again. Haskins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the Bucs, 20-yard.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Washington on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to number 17.
Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Washington will line up for the...
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Haskins back to the air. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Then the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the...
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
54. Watch the slant. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go there, then.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
47 is the Mike. 47 is the Mike. Hey, watch the leg. 47 Mike. 47. Hey, 66.
Here's Brady to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Brady now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Buccaneers, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They run here with Singletary. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
7 brings up second and goal.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll look to run with Singletary. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Devin Singletary, his third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 47.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Throwing again. Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For Terry McLaurin.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Washington on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And a Washington first down.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Watch the cut.
To throw again. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And they take a knee. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a first and 10.
No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one for the safe, boy, till there's nothing left. I'm gonna run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down, Washington.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Touchdown.
The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Trey Quinn.
Big yardage that time for Washington. And even 50 yards.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
There he goes inside the 30. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Check 45 the mic. Check. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Again, it's Haskins. Being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Trey Quinn with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Check three.
And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over.
Washington.
Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.